following is an exclusive presentation of Jessup Broadcasting, the sports leader in Southeast Georgia.
World famous. The world famous Butch and Bob Show.
It is now time for the world-famous Butch and Bob Show, right here on Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO 105.5 FM in Jessup. Butch Hubbard here with you, along with Bob Morgan on this Thursday morning. It is the 28th day of January, and we do have a special guest this morning, Christy Carter, Director of Growth and Events with Skylark. Good morning, Christy.
Good morning, Butch and Bob.
How are you doing?
Good morning, Wayne County. How are y'all?
So you requested the time to be on here, Christy. Christy Carter here with us. Christy, what's going on? How can we help you this morning? And what would you like for the listeners out here in Southeast Georgia to know about?
Absolutely. What we are doing at Skylark is seeking all folks to participate in the Walk for Life, which is going to take place Saturday, March the 6th at Bill Morris Park, and that's right on Sunset Boulevard, and it'll take place from 9 to 11 a.m. on that Saturday. So we're seeking churches, organizations, businesses, individuals, anyone who wants to participate in the Walk for Life. We're wanting to double the attendance or triple the attendance this year.
Okay. Now tell us what the Walk of Life is for and how it helps.
Absolutely. The Walk for Life is where we at Skylark, we have a mobile clinic here right on the main strip and on First Street. And we also have a mobile unit. And what we do is we service families and mothers and dads and teens for services in the community that are free, pregnancy tests, ultrasounds. They even do sexually transmitted disease testing, and we do counseling. So all of that is to help families and teens and girls here in Wayne County.
Okay. And so how does an organization of any type put a team together? How does that work?
Okay, there's many ways. What you can do is, first of all, go to helloskylark.com/walk. That's helloskylark.com/walk, and you can register your team or look to see if your team has already registered. There's no fee to register, and what happens is you register your under that team as an individual, and then you start raising pledges. And this year, to increase folks to double the attendance, and like I said, hopefully to triple it here in Wayne County, we would like to offer some great incentives this year.
Okay, and they are?
Yes. So originally, in years past, if someone's raised pledges, which a walker seeks pledges, almost like Girl Scouts, how you go door to door to Girl Scouts and you sell cookies. Well, you're actually getting pledges for you to walk in the event. And then we'll announce the top walker and the top team at the end. But you can earn... If someone earns $250 in pledges, they will get a T-shirt, which is a T-shirt for 2021. The next tier is $500 in pledges, and you get this really black, nice embroidered tote. And then the next level is $1,500. You get a really nice Nike pullover and a ticket to the Champions for Life Dinner Club, plus one more person to be your guest at a summer event dinner taking place sometime in the summer on Jekyll.
Well, tell us about last year's Walk for Life here at Wayne.
There's more.
Oh, go right ahead. There's more. There's more prizes.
Absolutely. So,
what's behind door number 2?
Door number 2, you get, if you reach 3,000, you get to choose between a Yeti cooler and a Roomba vacuum. And then you get the Skylark pullover, a ticket to the Champions Dinner, plus one, the Skylark tote, and the T-shirt. And that's for that level. And then we got a $5,000 level. And believe it or not, people go to $5,000. You get to choose between a kayak or an iPad. And then you also get to choose between a Yeti cooler and a Roomba vacuum. And you get a Skylark pullover. You get a Champions for Life dinner ticket, plus one, a Skylark tote, a Skylark T-shirt, and a partridge in a pear tree. But wait on. There's more. There's more. Behind door number, what, round 3? Okay. This level is for $10,000. So that is the top level, and you can win a bicycle or an Apple Watch or an Android watch. Choose between those two. Then you get to choose between the kayak and the iPad. You get that also. Then you get to choose between the Yeti cooler, and Roomba vacuum. And then you get the Skylark pullover, the Champion for Life dinner ticket, and so on. All the prizes below.
And all the folks need to do is go out there and get those pledges, right?
All you got to do is get pledges.
Okay. Now, is the individuals who get those pledges or the team that gets the pledges?
Well, you register your team. You want to register under a team because there will be a top awarded team at our annual banquet, and then a lot of publicity will be given to whoever that top team is. And then there will be top walker awards for whoever the top walkers are. And I want to share last year's top walkers, may I?
Right.
Okay, let's see if they defend. What is it, Bob? Defend your title.
Defend their title as the top
blank.
person from last year's Walk for Life.
Yes. So top walker number 1 was Stella Hutchinson. Number 2 walker was Helen Rozowski. Number 3, third place, was Sandy Thurman. Number 4th place was Mark Santana, and 5th place was Belinda Thornton. So let's see if those folks win this year, or where they place, or who the new person's going to be this year.
Okay.
So last year we had 50 walkers here in Wayne County, and we really, really, really want to get more this year. And we raised around $9,700 was the number last year, so we're hoping to increase that number.
Okay.
And it's all for a great cause. And anybody, like I said, can register at helloskylark.com/walk. See if your team is already registered. If not, feel free to, reach out to that link, contact me. My direct line is 264-0231, 264-0231.
Okay.
And,
sounds good.
Yeah, it sounds great. Now, the day of the walk on March the 6th at Bill Morris Park, registration will be at 8:30 in the morning, and then the walk starts from 9 to 11. And listen, this is just a fun 2-mile walk. If you want to support the Walk for Life, you really don't even have to come to the walk. Some folks just want to support it and get pledges and turn them in, so you can do that. Number 2, you don't have to collect any money. Those who are like, I don't want to collect money, you don't collect money. You basically just get names and addresses and how much they want to donate or help support you. And then Skylark Ministry does the rest. And then the third thing is, so if you don't have to be in good physical shape, you can... It's just a fun 2-mile walk. It's not a big athletic event.
Okay.
And folks can walk on their own if they want to walk on their own, if they can't even be there that day. So they can do their own walk.
All right.
So, yeah. And there's more. And on the day of the event, we're going to award a Shining Bright Award. To make it fun this year, we're going to add the top walking team that shines the brightest, like the most spirited awards. I don't know, jingle bells on their hats or T-shirts or something fun that can kind of stand out being the most spirited. They will be the winner for the Shining Bright Award for Wayne County, the first one ever.
Okay. Lots going on there, and the money's going to be used once again, you said, for Skylark Ministries, and that
it helps teens and families, young girls who find out they're pregnant, they want to come in. We do free pregnancy testing, we do free ultrasounds, we do all kinds of testing, and there's counseling, and we just try to help these girls and folks just to be better parents and also mothers.
Okay.
Right here in Wayne County.
Right.
In our little surrounding area here.
Right. And the Skylark used to be called something else, right?
CareNet. Yes, used to be CareNet Pregnancy Center, and now we're Skylark.
Skylark.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Changed it about 3 years ago.
And the Walk for Life is on March 6th, Saturday, March 6th. So get those teams together, get those pledges. Like you said, you don't have to collect money. All you just got to do is get people to pledge money and get their name and address and phone number, and Skylark will do the rest.
And I hope to ask y'all to while I'm sitting here.
Okay.
Thank y'all for having me.
Well, we'd love to have you on here, Christy, and hopefully it'll be a great event, and you will be able to have lots of folks out there walking and raise lots of money for Skylark.
Okay. Thank y'all.
All right. Bob, any questions or comments for Christy? All right. Sounds good. We'll be back more of the world-famous Butch and Bob Show in a moment right here on WIFO-FM in Jessup.
Take a step forward in the right direction in 2021 with a new career. Contact us here at WIFO-FM and WLOP-AM about our current openings for account executives, full-time or part-time. you will be trained to offer local businesses effective radio and digital advertising and marketing solutions. Salary plus commission. Call or text us to set up an interview at 912-427-3711. 912-427-3711. That's 912-427-3711. Call between 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Monday through Friday and ask for Mr. Hubbard. Text us anytime. Begin the new year with a new career with WIFO and WLOP Radio. Jessup Broadcasting, an equal opportunity employer. All right, 10 minutes after 8 o'clock, Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO 105.5 FM in Jessup. Bob, how you doing this morning?
I'm good. Chilly.
Yeah, a little chilly out there this morning compared to what we've had the last few days, but this is right slap in the middle of winter here, so it should be chilly. Going to get down to around 32, 33 tonight. Same thing tomorrow night. And we do have that next chance of rain coming in will be Sunday afternoon. But we're going to have sunny, cool days today, tomorrow, and Saturday. So it's just going to feel good out there. But today's going to feel a little cooler because of the breeze. As that front moves on through, then, it's this same pattern that we have all the time. So I did hear we were talking about the ship that had turned over in the Sound there at Brunswick, and they had a report on it on Georgia News Network this morning. They're starting with their third cut. Third cut. And this will go through the engine room, I think they said. That must be one heck of a chainsaw. You got Paul Bunyan out there with it.
7 cuts it all, so they're telling how long it's going to take.
I know.
On the third cut.
It's going on the third cut, starting now. On the third cut. I've got to go over there and watch that. That's just got to be interesting. Yeah. They need to have a cam on it, They need to, they got one on the St. Simon's Pier. You can just go to St. Simon's and you can click on their cam and you can watch anything that's going on there in the Neptune Park, the pier, that kind of stuff. It kind of rotates around. And they need one on the far side of the pier facing toward the ship out there. Or either on the Jekyll Island pier facing toward it, so you can kind of watch what's going on, see what's happening. I think that would be a good thing to do. But, they're starting on their third cut on that ship out there. All right.
Good luck.
Good luck.
It's taking forever.
It is. Not something that happens all the time. It's the first time I've known a ship that turned over in a sound like this, and they've had to cut it up and move it out. And, and not only that, it was a huge ship with tons of cars on it. It's quite a physical feat here trying to get all this done, and then trying to think about the environment around it. They've got that protection shield around it, try to keep any oil spills or anything, gasoline spills within a confined area so it can be sucked up in the tanks. So it's quite a process they're doing over there. I remember seeing it in the Sound after it flipped over, but I hadn't been over there in a long time. But maybe I'll do that this weekend. Head over to Brunswick, maybe visit with my youngest son, Chad, and go take a look at the boat, see it over. I wonder if they work on the weekends. I wonder if they try to cut the thing on the weekends. I like to see them cutting it. I like to see what that looks like. Yeah. What does that chainsaw look like? Or chain looks like? Yeah. But it'd be interesting to see that. See what's happening with it. And you said the Wayne County Commissioners are not going to have their next meeting?
The meeting's being canceled for Monday.
So no meeting on Monday because of COVID concerns? Is that it?
That's what the press release says.
All right. So I guess, social distancing and masks and stuff like that, they're still even concerned about getting together with that. So do they give a date when they're going to try to get back together? No date.
You must not listen to the news. No makeup date.
No makeup date. No makeup date. All righty. Well, I'm getting birthdays and all that kind of stuff when you're doing that, Bob. So, what's Bob mad about?
I'm not mad about anything.
Yeah. Somebody just texted in, what's Bob mad about?
Not mad.
He's not mad. Yeah.
I'm here.
He's footloose and fancy free.
Right. Ready to go see the play tonight. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, get there and laugh. nice comedy tonight with that play. That's being put on by the Wayne County High School Drama Department. What does it start at 7?
7 o'clock, $5. Can't beat it.
Yeah, $5. Get in there and see the play. Make sure you wear your mask. They'll be practicing social distancing. So if you're not with your immediate family, then you'll be asked to separate apart a little bit and have your mask on and have fun watching a comedy. Those kids have put in a lot of time. All right.
They got to go to Coffee this Saturday to perform in the region competition. Wish them well. So hopefully they'll do well in the new region. First year they're in the new region competition. So not sure what kind of, and I'm sure they're familiar with where counties, but Warner Robins, Coffee, and Veterans are all new to the region for competition drama.
All right. Well, somebody just sent in a picture of the ship and the two big structures above it that are cutting on it. See it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I appreciate someone sending that in right there. That's quite, those things are high. Man, that's a tall structures above that ship cutting that thing up. See, not only do you have to cut it, you got to catch it. Then you got to load it. Then you got to move it. There's a lot to that. Where's Superman when you need him?
Supposed to got big barges taking them to Louisiana is what the report says.
Yeah, well, right now they'll take them there. I guess they're still I know the first section was sitting there in the Port of Brunswick for quite a while. I don't know if it's still there or not, but it's quite a tourist site downtown Brunswick. That big old section of a ship cut in half, laying on its side with all those cars up in the little cubby holes. Like I said, it looks like a matchbox thing. My word, that is one heck of a structure they have above that ship out there, cutting that thing up and load. And, they got to load it on a barge and take it to the port there in Brunswick. Get ready to take it over to Louisiana. That's where they're taking it?
That's what the report says. A bunch of barges loading up, taking it to Louisiana. I'm not sure why they're taking it to Louisiana, but that's what the report says.
Yeah, they must have the facilities there to finish salvaging it.
Maybe they're hoping a hurricane comes through and just blows it away. Maybe that's
not quite hurricane season, Bob. I guess they have a company over there that can cut it all up and salvage it, and that's a lot of metal and parts there. I mean, that's a lot of scrap metal there you can sell. A lot of scrap metal you can sell.
You bet a hurricane's going to hit Louisiana because that's where they always
They seem to be aimed in on this past season. It's like, all right, where do we go? Well, there's New Orleans, Louisiana. Let's head there.
Let's head there.
Yeah, they had quite a few hurricanes in the Gulf this year. Luckily, we didn't get any speak of here on the east coast of Georgia. After 2 years in a row of having hurricanes, I'm not ready for another one for, maybe another 100 years. Those were rough. You really don't realize how bad they are until they come through your way. And we really got the edges of them, We really didn't get hit full-fledged hard on right into us, We got the edges of them and still did a lot of damage, a lot of wind damage and water damage. But whoever texted in, Bob's fine. He's footloose and fancy-free. He's not mad this morning. He's just...
I wake up about 9:30.
He sleepwalks for the first couple hours in the morning. Oh, boy. All right. Well, the state senator who created all that controversy because he didn't want to be tested for COVID decided not to show up to work yesterday.
Didn't show up at all. So.
He did not show up to work yesterday. Nope, he did not show up at the Capitol. He just stayed in Beaufort.
It's going to be interesting how that plays out. I mean, he's defied.
He's going to have to do
That's
it.
what I'm saying. If he's going to serve his constituents, he's going to have to abide by the rules, or he's just not going to be able to do it. So
he's probably figuring out a way of having to take the test but save face at the same time. So he's probably working on a strategy for that.
How do you do that?
I don't know. That's his problem, not mine. I got enough worries to worry about what his strategy should be to save face and still take the test.
Well, the problem is he's a lone wolf. He doesn't have any support out there.
I know. He is a lone wolf. There's no other state representative, no other state senators, no other government officials that are saying no to the testing except for this one guy, state representative from Beaufort. He's the only guy.
I think what they ought to do is they'll call Jeff Foxworthy come in and said, "Here's your sign."
No, it's Bill Engvall.
I thought Jeff Foxworthy says, "Here's your sign."
Engvall was Bill Engvall was "Here's your sign." Jeff Foxworthy was "You might be a redneck if." Bill Engvall did the "Here's your sign."
Either way, he needs to get it. I mean, I just don't understand his logic. I mean, everybody agreed to it. I mean, it's for people's health and safety, so why would he be against it?
I don't know, Bob. If he got
it doesn't make much sense to me.
Well, it's like I think it was Bill Werkheiser, or was it Bill? I'm not sure which one it was, said that it's just being selfish, because it's not him just, if it's just him just getting it, that'd be one thing. That would be his decision, okay? But when you get it, you can spread it. And that's where the selfishness comes in. If you may not be worried, I don't care if I get it or not, well, fine. But the thing about it is, if you get it, there's a possibility you may spread it to someone else, and that's being selfish. Maybe that's according to one of our state representatives.
Maybe they give them a mask and take them on a tour of all those hospitals, all those people on the vent, on life support with the COVID. Maybe that'll wake him up. Maybe they'll get through to him. I mean, there's a lot of hospitals right there in Atlanta. They could take them on the COVID floor and show how those people are suffering and people are dying, and maybe that'll wake him up.
Yeah, well, I don't know, Bob.
Because apparently nothing else is waking him up. I mean, I don't understand why. It just doesn't make any sense to me why, good luck. I like to know what his constituents are saying, but apparently from Bill, he's getting a lot of support from his constituents saying.
Well, you get there's a group of folks out there who feel that, you shouldn't have to do the testing and stuff like that. It'd be one thing if you were a hermit. You lived by yourself, and if you got it, you didn't spread it, but you spread it to other folks. It affects other folks. And if you're going to be in the state capitol, he's going to be around other state representatives, state senators, government officials, constituents, and stuff like that. So if you got it, he can spread it. And that's the concern there.
Well, one of my favorite sayings is you can't fix stupid, so you can't fix stupid.
All right, getting back to the boat here for a second here. Someone just texted in. He said, you can go to YouTube and get some good info from a local guy, Minorcan, that's Minorcan, M-I-N-O-R-C-A-N, Minorcan Mullet. His name is Minorcan called Mullet. And on the boat cutting. So there's a local guy over there who apparently must get close in a boat and as he can, and puts with his cam and puts videos on YouTube on the cutting of that ship there in the Sound of Brunswick. The Brunswick Sound there between Jekyll and St. Simons. So I guess I'll have to try to find that, Bob, and see what this guy has posted. Apparently this guy's got some free time, so he goes out there into the Sound and videos this cutting of the boat, and then uploads those videos on YouTube on the cutting of that ship there in the Brunswick Sound. So I'll have to do that. But if it's correct here, it's Minorcan, M-I-N-O-R-C-A-N, Minorcan Mullet. That's the guy's name, Minorcan Mullet.
I'm just not that interested.
You're not that interested?
Whatever makes you both float.
I know. I've never seen that before. I just like to know what it looks like. Is there anywhere you can get tested in Wayne County? Well, you can call that number, and they'll set you up a place to go to.
Right.
And plus, as you mentioned, Walmart is now. You can call Walmart Pharmacy up, and if you're a certain age, you can go ahead and get an appointment. Above 65, if you're below that, then you'll have to get in. You have to wait for the next tier to come out.
Call your local doctor's office. I'm sure they can direct you on where to go.
Call your local doctor's office. Call the health department. Call the toll-free number. There's lots of numbers that you can call to, and they'll set you up to be tested wherever those tests may be. People have gone, as you've mentioned, all over the place, from Baxley to Douglas to Waycross, Brunswick, different places where they have openings and people can go get tested. I know you can get tested, and this is just not. Of course, we're talking about getting vaccine. You can get tested. I know a lot of folks here go down to Waycross to be tested.
Somebody asked me an interesting question. I don't know the answer. Make me find the answer. If you get the shot in, say, the right arm, do you have to get the second shot in the same arm, or can you get it in the other?
I have no idea.
I'd like to know the answer to that question.
I don't think it really matters.
I'll check with you.
The vaccine is in your body anyway. What matters is it comes in the left arm, or right arm twice or once or whatever.
That question is, I said, I don't.
All right.
I haven't got any shots. Yeah. You're set up for your first shot, right?
I got mine. Yeah, I got a shot today.
Oh, you got it
today.
Oh, today.
Today.
Where do you got to go?
Walmart.
Okay.
Yeah, I go to Walmart today. My dad and his wife got their shot at Misty's Pharmacy this week, but they're customers there, and they had a limited supply. So if you're a customer there at Misty's, you were able to get set up. If you're above the age in that first tier group, above age 66, you were able to get shots. But they called their customers and said, ones that were the oldest ones, and said, we got a limited supply, and they went in.
When you get your shot, ask them that question. Ask him.
Because I'm supposed to get my appointment for my follow-up shot when I'm there today.
Just ask him. Say, do you have to get it in the same arm?
Okay, I'll ask him.
I'm just curious.
All right. I don't see why it matters. Yeah. I'm just glad they stick it in my arm.
Curious minds. I hear it's a long needle. That's what I used.
It looked like some of those comedy movies. You look at the needle, it looks 2 feet long.
And most people I talked to that had the shot said they, their arms sore for a couple of days, and some get headaches and after the first shot.
Dad and Mary said they hardly felt the shot, and their arms not sore, and they haven't had any side effects.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. I said, well, I'm glad to hear that. Glad to hear that.
That's good news.
It's just like any other shots. The thing about shots is the main thing to do is don't tense your muscles up. I learned that as a kid. If you tense those muscles up real tight, you tighten your body up. Well, guess what that does? That makes it difficult for the needle to go in when you got tense muscles up. And then, boy, I hurt like I don't know what. It was sore like I don't know what. And then I later learned on the fact that you relax. You relax those muscles, make them nice and loose so the needle can go in there nice and easy and don't tense up.
I just can't look when they stick a needle in my arm. I just can't look.
Well, you don't have to look, Bob. You can look the other way.
I know.
I don't look when they're taking. When I have to, when I give blood. I don't look. Yeah.
I don't like needles.
All right. Someone just texted in. You can get the vaccine in the same arm, but you don't have to.
Don't have to. Okay.
I got mine in the same arm, and yes, very, very sore. So there's a sore. Okay.
Just curious. I said, so you can do a different arm.
Well, they got theirs in the same arm. Same arm, but they said you don't have to. I don't see why it matters. I really don't, because it's still just going all through your body. It's just not staying right there in that one spot in your arm. It's going all through your body, Bob. You get that vaccine, and hopefully they'll continue to be able to roll these out. And I know the president said by the end of the summer he hopes everybody's vaccinated. Hopefully it'll be before then. But I know that I'm looking forward to going to get my first shot today. And because I'm above the age 65, so I'm in that first tier. So one of the advantages of being a senior citizen, Bob. Yeah.
You got all kinds of advantages. You get AARP advantages.
Yeah, you can start with the AARP discount at 50.
I told you I keep throwing those in the trash every time they send the mail.
Well, somebody wants to know if Braves baseball is still on track. Well, as far as we know, yeah, they're still on track. We're going down there to Florida to do the pitchers and catchers will be down there first, and then the rest of the team. And I don't, as far as we know, everything's still on track.
Everything's on track. Let's hope.
Someone just texted in that said they recommend to use your non-dominant arm because of the soreness. So my dominant arm is my right hand. I'm right-handed. So I assume if they want you to be in the arm where you at least feel the soreness because of being using it, I would probably get it in my left arm today. So you're they recommend that.
They recommend.
Are you left-handed or right-handed? I'm right-handed. Well, we're going to put it in your left arm then. That's what someone just texted in. Now, we don't always say that what text in is the gospel truth, but we just read them.
No, you read them.
Yeah, I read them. That's a Butch and Bob Show. This is a we show here, Bob. So, tomorrow morning on the Butch and Bob Show, I will describe my experience. Okay? I'm just glad that I was able to put my name in, get called, get appointments set up.
It is an amazing story that this local Walmart, like I mentioned yesterday on the news, it's one of 2 Walmarts in the United States that currently has the vaccine. So, I mean, that's amazing. I'm not sure how Jessup was able to get it, but they're one of 2 Walmarts in the United States that's giving out the vaccine.
They were first of the couple, and then, of course, they're adding, it's like yesterday on Georgia News Network, they mentioned that, well, now Walmart's going to start having vaccine shots. Well, we already knew that because we had already reported on our local one here. But you've got to be in that first tier. You've got to be the first responders, all that kind of stuff. You got to be above the age 65 and all that to get this first set of shots that are.
It's a lot more convenient to go to Walmart than have to go to. Like I said, I've heard people going to Douglas, Baxley,
right.
Cross. I mean, they're going all over the place. So
right.
It's nice that a lot of people were getting it right here at the local Walmart.
Yep. So that's good. That's good news right there. All right, Bob, anything else?
Nope,
And all
just
right,
it.
folks, whoever sent in that text message in, Bob's not mad. No matter what he looks like, he's not mad. He's just fine, okay?
I don't get mad very often. What's there to get mad about?
I don't know, Bob.
tell people.
I just read the text. I didn't send it in.
I'm not mad.
All right, the world famous Butch and Bob Show with a fancy free and footloose Bob here and Butch Hubbard on the world famous Butch and Bob Show. It is 8:30. World famous Butch and Bob Show brought to you by Local Boys Construction, Damon's Famous Fingers and Wings, Murphy Builder Supply, and First Southern.
The world famous Butch and Bob Show.